Good morning, my dear students. So today we are going to discuss the problematic part of ANOVA two-way classification. Here you observe carefully. In the previous class, we discussed regarding ANOVA two-way classification table. This table is important. According to this table, we have to get all the values. Okay. You observe carefully once again this table: source of variation, sum of squares, degrees of freedom, mean sum of squares, variance, ratio of f or ratio of f. Okay, here between samples or between columns, between rows, residual or error or total. Next one is here. Then first of all, you have to calculate SSC value. SSC, sum of squares between columns. The next one is SSR, sum of squares between rows. Then SSE, sum of squares between residual or error. Then total we call it as SST, total sum of squares. Then here you observe carefully when comparing with one-way ANOVA and two-way ANOVA, a little bit small change will be there. Here in the ANOVA one-way classification, we have only 2 rows are there, but here we have 3 rows. Then degrees of freedom, you observe carefully here, V1 is equals to C minus 1. Again, V1 is equals to R minus 1. Here V1 will be repeated twice, but V2 will be only once. That is in the place of residual or error. That is V2 is equals to C minus 1 into R minus 1. You have to carefully, you have to observe this one. This is very much important. The next over here, mean sum of squares. Mean sum of squares is nothing but here MSC is equals to SSC divided by C minus 1. The same value, which value you are going to get in the place of SSC, it will be written here numerator, and the C minus 1 is the denominator. Then it will be done a division. Then you will get MSC value. Again the same procedure apply for MSC between rows here. MSR we call it as MSR is equals to SSR divided by R minus 1. Then you will get MSR value. Then to get MSE value, that's again the same procedure which you applied for MSC and MSR, the same procedure will be applicable in this case also. That is MSE is equals to SSE divided by R minus 1 into C minus 1. Okay, not R minus 1. Okay, small change here. This is C minus 1 into R minus 1. The same formula, this formula is written here. Okay, then here variance ratio of f or ratio of f is equals to MSC divided by MSE. That is here you observe carefully, MSC divided by MSE, then MSR divided by MSE. Okay, then K is equals to capital N minus 1. Okay, so let's see the problem, one problem. According to that problem, you have to find out these values: SSC value, SSR value, SSE value, SST value, then V1 value, again V1 value, V2 values, then MSC value, MSR value, MSE value. Okay, you observe carefully this problem. Very much important here. We are doing two factors analysis, we call it as ANOVA two-way classification, also called as two-factor analysis. Here already we discussed regarding here the conclusion 1 and conclusion 2 in the previous class. Okay, then you observe this carefully, this problem. This is a problem given here. A tea company appoints 4 salesmen A, B, C and D and observes their sales in 3 seasons: summer, winter, monsoon. The figures in lakhs are given in the following table. You observe carefully here salesmen and seasons. Okay, salesmen and seasons are there. Based on the seasons, the salesmen, their performance is how far it is there. Okay, here observe carefully, this is a two-factor analysis. Two-factor means here in the both sides here. Okay, see salesmen, then again seasons here, seasons. Okay, that's why here we call it as two-factor analysis here. This is a number 1 and this is a number 2. This is a two-factor analysis or two-way classification, we can say. Okay, then next here you observe carefully this problem. In this given problem, A, B, C, D salesmen are 4 salesmen are there. We call it as 4 columns are there, and summer, winter, monsoon 3 seasons are there. They are the rows we call. Okay, in these given problem, all these totals are already it is done. Okay, you observe carefully, these totals are done, but in examination point of view, these totals, these information, okay, these information will be not available, and these seasons total information also not available. Only these A, B, C, D, 36, 36, 21, 35, 28, 29, 31, 32, 26, 28, 29, 29. These information only available in the question paper in examination point of view. Then that situation, what happens here, at that the same situation here, you have to do salesman total, okay, salesman total, the next one here seasons total, then after your problem will be commences here. Okay, here you observe carefully, do the salesmen significantly differ in performance? Is there a significant difference between seasons? Okay, they are asking that salesmen significantly differ in performance, number one. Then say, is there significant difference between seasons? Is there any significant difference? Okay, you observe carefully, this is the most important problem here. Why? Because by observing the problem only you have to get more ideas here. Okay, again I am repeating here, in this given question here, you observe carefully, only these information will be available in examination point of view. Only this information only available in examination point of view. The information we call it as a salesman A, B, C, D. These information only available. Okay, this total will be not done in the question paper, and these totals also not done in the question paper. Okay, then itself what you have to do, simply you have to do these total by putting solution, write the as it is this question. Okay, write this question, then after do this total. Okay, how this question is appearing in this manner, you have to frame the question, then go for the doing the solution here. Okay, then two notes are there here, note number 1 and note number 2. You observe carefully, note number 1 and note number 2. Note number 1, use coding method subtracting 30 from the given numbers. Note number 2, the above points is not given, then do 360 divided by 12 is equals to 30. Sir, what is this? You will get a doubt. Okay, it is nothing but here in a given question itself, here what happens in the given question paper here, we have to perform a coding method by subtracting 30 or any number here. Okay, by subtracting 30 or any number. See, you observe carefully, these number will be sometimes, these 30 will be given in the question itself only. If this 30 is not given, then what happens? You have to perform the another way, that is a grand total. These grand total divided by, how many samples are there here? You observe carefully, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 samples are there here. 12 samples is nothing but here 360 divided by 12, then you will get 30. Okay, sometimes what happens here, in some case what happens here, you will get 30.5, then you have to take only 30 for subtracting all the values. We call it as a code number. Okay, then you observe carefully the solution. Any doubt you will get, please write on the comment section. Okay, in the given question, use coding number, it will be given or it is clearly mentioned. If it is not mentioned, then simply what you have to do these totals here, do these totals. Okay, totals in the sense, if the question is given, okay, if the question is given, only 12 variables are given, salesman total you have to do, and seasons totals you have to do only in the answer paper. Then after do this grand total, you have to get this grand total. Okay, after getting these grand total, what you have to do means here, simply 360 divided by 12, then you will get 30. Sometimes what happens here, if you get 30 instead of 30, okay, instead of 30 you will get 30.1. the number should be in a fraction, 30.5. Okay, in these type of situation also you have to take only 30 only. Okay, in this given question you got 3030, 360 divided by 12 is equals to 30. Sir, what is this 30, sir? Okay, with these 30 you are going to start your problem. Okay, so you observe the solution here carefully. Okay, see, observe carefully the solution. The above data are classified according to criteria, salesmen and seasons. In order to simplify calculations, we code the data by subtracting 30 from each figure. The data in the coded form from given below. Okay, coded form it is given below. You observe carefully, students. Okay, this is a table you have to write. Same table you have to copy from the question paper. Here seasons, summer, winter, monsoon, then salesman total, salesman A, B, C, D, then seasons total. Okay, here observe carefully, these 30 is there, 28, 26. Okay, this 36, 28, 26, 36, 29, 28, and 21, 31, 29, 35, 32, 29. This is the we copied from the question paper. Okay, these 3030, you got these 3030. This is a code number we call. This is a code number. This number should be subtracted from the question paper. That is 36 minus 30 is equals to 6. Okay, is equals to 6. Then 28 minus 30, that is minus 2. 26 minus 30, that is minus 4. I think you understood. Okay, in this way you have to get these values, single digit number values. The next one, 36 minus 30, that is plus 6. 29 minus 30, that is minus 1. 28 minus 30, that is minus 2. Okay, the same principle apply for C and D. Then finally you will get some value, that is okay, this 6 minus 12 minus 4, minus 2 means that is plus. Okay, you will get your 0. Then next you will get 3, you will get minus 9, you will get 6. These values are called x1, x2, x3, x4, and we call the same values as sigma x1, sigma x2, okay, sigma x3, sigma x4, and here these values are called sigma y1, sigma y2, sigma y3. Then finally the grand total will be done. Then you got this grand total 0 in these problems. Sometimes the problems, what happens before, while you are doing different problems, you will get the numbers also, like 12 and okay, or 10, any number you will get. At that situation also you have to take, you have to consider that value. Okay, then the first step is here, after getting all these sigma okay, you observe carefully, sigma x1 value, sigma x2 value, sigma x3, sigma x4, sigma y1, sigma y2, sigma y3, sigma y4. Okay, here according to the situation you have to increase the value also. According to situation you have to increase the value. Sometimes what happens here, if the row size is increases or column size is increases, at that time what you have to do, okay, sigma y4 and sigma y5 it will be increases. Then after getting all these values, first of all you have to get this value, that is correction factor t square by n. With this principle you will get the correction factor value. T square is nothing but grand total is equal to t. Okay, in this given problem 0 is there, but in different problems here what happens, while you are practicing or in the given examination you will get some digit numbers. Digit number means 3 or 4, 5 or 2 digit number or 3 digit number you will get. With that number you have to get this correction factor value. What is the principle to get the correction factor? You observe carefully here, t square by n. T square is nothing but here 0. Okay, t square is nothing but here 0. See, it is 0. Then 0 square by 12. What is this 12? That is n. Number of total individual sample is 12 here. Okay, it's nothing but 1 2 3 4, okay, 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. These are the individual samples here. So that's why I have taken this 12. Then after getting this step, after completion of this step here, first of all you have to calculate SSC values, sum of squares between salesmen. This will be obtained by salesman total, dividing each total by the number of items, including in it, adding these figures and then subtracting the correction factor from them. Thus, sum of squares between salesmen is equals to, this is the formula, sigma x1 square by r, sigma x2 square by r, sigma x3 square by r, sigma x4 whole square divided by r. R stands for rows minus correction factor, that is t square by n. Okay, you observe carefully, sigma x1 whole square value is here 0, 0 whole square, 3 whole square, minus 9 whole square, 6 whole square. Then R stands for rows. How many rows are there here? Summer, winter, then monsoon. Okay, then monsoon. 3 rows are there here. So I have written here R in the place of R 3. That is 0 whole square divided by 3. That is 0 only here. Okay, then next sigma x2, that is 3 square by 3, that is again you will get 3 only. 9 square by 3, that is 27. 6 square by 3, that is 12. Then finally SSC value is equals to 42. Okay, SSC, when the word is listened by you SSC, then you have to remind the final ANOVA table. Okay, in the place of SSC you have to write these 42. Okay, you have to write this 42. Then immediately the next step is here, degrees of freedom, that is V1 is equals to, the principle is C minus 1. How many columns are there? 4 columns are there. 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. After completion of these two steps, that is 42 you got SSC, then degrees of freedom V1 is equals to, you got 3. Then mean sum of squares between columns is the next step. For that principle is here SSC divided by C minus 1. Okay, then 42, you observe 42 divided by 3 is equals to 14. MSC is equals to 14, you got MSC is equals to 14. Okay, then after getting the upper part means variance between columns. After getting these between columns value, go for between rows. It is nothing but mean sum of squares between rows here. Okay, here the same procedure for that also, sum of squares between seasons. This will be obtained by dividing the squares of seasons totals here by the number of items that make up each total, adding all such figures and subtracting there from the correction factor. Thus, sum of squares between seasons is equals to, the principle is here, sigma y1 whole square by c, sigma y2 whole square by c, sigma y3 whole square by c, sigma y4 whole square by c here. Okay, here observe carefully here, a small correction. Please delete this one, don't write. Why? Because only seasons totals are, how many you have? Only 3 you have. If the size of the columns is increases, then you have to expand the formula in this manner. So here sigma y1 whole square by c, sigma y2 whole square by c, sigma y3 whole square by c, minus t square by n, minus correction factor here. So here y1, sigma y1 values are these values, sigma y1 8, sigma y2 0, sigma y3 minus 8. Okay, then 8 whole square by 4, 0 whole square by 4, minus 8 whole square by 4. Then you will get these values. Then finally 32 SSR. Okay, SSR is equals to, SSR is equals to 30. SSR is equal to how much you got? 30. That is 32. Sorry, not 30. 32. You got 32. Then next step is here, degrees of freedom V1, again V1 here. This is a note, important note here. R minus 1, that is, how many rows are there here? 3 rows are there. Here, how many columns are there? 4 columns are there. So, you will get 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. Then MSR is equals to SSR divided by R minus 1. 32 divided by, okay, 32 divided by 32 divided by 2, not 24, it is 2. Then you will get 16. Okay. Then finally, total sum of squares. Okay, after completion of this, don't focus on residual or error value. To get residual or error value, a separate principle is there. After doing total sum of squares, the total SST value, then only you will get these residual or error value. To get a total sum of squares here, a small principle is this. This will be obtained by adding the squares of all the items in the table and subtracting the correction factor there from. Thus, total sum of square is equals to, see, all individual values. Okay, after applying coding method, after applying 30, doing minus with all individual numbers, you got 6 minus 2 minus 4. These values are, okay, after doing subtraction, the code value 30 with these individual figure in the given question, then you got this plus 6 plus 6 minus 9. Okay, these values are done square. Okay, you observe carefully here. 6 square plus minus 2 square plus minus 4 square plus 6 square plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 2 whole square plus, okay, then finally t square by n. T square is nothing but 0. Then after doing all these squares, after doing all these squares here, okay, all these squares, you got 210. This is called SST. Then degrees of freedom is nothing but n minus 1. K is equals to n minus 1. How many samples are there? Individual samples, 12 samples are there. 12 minus 1 is equals to 11. Okay, after getting all the values, after getting all the values, what you have to do? You have to complete the above information will be presented in the following ANOVA table to a classification. Okay, so you observe carefully, this is a final table. Okay, already in the beginning class I said that you have to practice the ANOVA two-way classification table. The table will be in this way. This 42 is SSC value. SSC value is equals to 42. Then SSR is equals to 32. Then SSE is equals to 136. How this 136 you got and V2 is equals to 6 you got. Okay, so you observe carefully here. 42 by calculating you got this 42 value and 3 also there, and 14 also you got this value in while we are calculating SSC, okay, with the principle. Then SSR, again the same procedure we applied. In this case also you got these values. Then finally total sum of squares you done. Total sum of square is 210. Then K is equals to you got 11. Okay, then the next immediate step is to calculate residual or error step. This step is very much important. Okay, total is equals to 210. You observe carefully, 210. The principle is here, 210 minus 42 plus 32 is equals to 136. You got these 136. Okay, these 136 you have to write at the place of SSE. Then next, DOF, degrees of freedom. The same principle apply for the DOF also. That is 11 minus 3 plus 2. That is 6. Then the 6 will be written in the place of degrees of freedom. Okay, this is the way to get the residual value, residual or error value. After getting all these values, MSC by MSE and MSR by MSE principle you have to apply. Okay, after applying these principle, then you will get 14, 16, then 22.67. Then go for writing conclusion twice here. Okay, we are doing two factor analysis or two-way classification model. Twice you have to do, or twice you have to write the conclusion here. So observe carefully the conclusion number 1. Okay, let us take the hypothesis that there is no difference between the sales of salesmen and of seasons. In other words, the three independent estimates of variance are estimates of variance of a common population. Number 1, first compare the salesman variance estimate the residual estimates. Thus, F is equals to, see, F is equals to 14 divided by 22.67. 14 is MSC and 22.67 is here MSR. Okay, MSR, these values. That's why I have taken 14 divided by 22.67. Then you will get 0.61. This is 0.61. Again, in the given question, 5% LOS is not given and 1% LOS is not given. So such information is not available. Okay, these LOS information is not available in the given question. Then you have to assume, okay, blindly you have to take 5% LOS only. Okay, the table value of F for V1 is equals to 3, that is degrees of freedom, and V2 is equals to 2. Okay, this V2 value is the same in the two situations, but V1 values are different values. Okay, then take ANOVA table. Yesterday we discussed and we done a small video on how to take this ANOVA table, 1% and 5%. Okay, at 5% LOS, 4.76 is there in the critical value, that is the table value. This value is compared with this value. The calculated value is less than the table value. The calculated value 0.617 is less than the table value, that is 4.76. We conclude that the sales of different, there is no significant. Okay, we accept H naught. In this way you have to write. This is a important thing here. The next one, second conclusion, go for the second conclusion. After writing this one first conclusion, go for the second conclusion, because we are doing the two factor analysis. That's why twice you have to write the conclusion here. Then second one, F is equals to 16 divided by 22.67. see, 22.67 is a numerator, denominator. These value we have taken in the first conclusion and second conclusion also, but numerator value is a different here. In the first conclusion it is 14 and the second conclusion it is 16. You observe carefully here, 14 and 16, because V1, okay, V1 here and V1 here, it is numerator values are same. Okay, that is V1 is the same, and 3 and 2 is a different value. Then denominator you have to take V2 twice and twice 2 in both the conclusions here. Okay, that's why here the critical value of F for V1 is equals to 2 and V2 is equal to 6 at 5% LOS is 5.14. Okay, the calculated value 0.705 is less than the table value 5.14. We conclude that the seasons of different, hence there is no significant, we accept H naught. Okay, here you observe carefully, in the two-way classification you have to write twice the conclusion, but the another important thing is here, see, in the first conclusion we accepted H naught, and the second conclusion also we accepted H naught. Okay, in this twice here in the first conclusion we accepted, the second conclusion also we accepted. If this type of situation arises, then what you have to do means here, simply go for writing only one conclusion only. Okay, only one conclusion, that is the calculated value is less than the table value for both the situations. There is no significance, hence it is accepted. You have to write in this way. But sometimes what happens here, conclusion number 1 is rejected and conclusion number 2 is accepted. At that situation you have to write twice two conclusions, but in this case we accepted the both conclusions. In the two situations we accepted, at that time only you have to write only one conclusion. Okay, again there is a doubt, sir, if it is rejected in both the situation, what you have to do? You have to write the same again. The calculated value is greater than the table value for both the situation. There is a significant, hence it is rejected. Okay, this is a two-way classification model. table and we solve this problem also. If anybody, if you have any doubts regarding two-way classification, please write in the comment section. In the next video, I will clarify your doubts. So you observe carefully once again. So this is a given question. See, this is a given question. So, okay. You observe carefully here. This is a given question. Salesman, summer, seasons. Okay, salesman and season. Okay, to identify two-way classification, the upper part, this is one side and this is another side. The two sides information will be available. We call it as two-factor analysis. Okay, then after identifying two-factor analysis, first of all, you have to observe that whether the total information is given or not, these totals and these totals. If these totals are not given in the question, then you have to do the total. That's the main important. To get a grand total value, you have to do, because sigma x1 whole square by r plus sigma x2 whole square by r minus correction factor is there. To get this correction factor, what is the correction factor principle? T square by n. Okay, here what happens, sometimes this total also done by the examiner, this 360 also given, the grand total also information is available. At that time, no need to worry. But if these totals are not done and these salesman total are not done, column totals and row totals are not done, at that situation only you have to perform in this way. Okay, and the important thing is another one is you observe in the question paper, this coding number is given or not. Okay, coding is important here, because we are going to subtract these values with the given variable values here, and the principle is here 360 divided by 12. If these 30 is not given, coding number is not given, coding number is not given, then go for this principle. This is a way to get the code number value. Okay, you observe carefully once again. See, as it is, the question is written by me 36, 28, 26, 36, 29, 28, 21, 31, 29, 35, 32, 29. Then with this number, the code number is a common, that is a 30. It is applicable to all the individual figures 30, 30, 30. Then I done a subtraction. Then after doing with individual variables, these 30, then I got 6, 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 9, 1, minus 1, plus 5, 2, minus 1. Okay, then after sigma x1, sigma x2, sigma x3, sigma x4, sigma y1, sigma y2, sigma y3. Then correction factor is 0. Sometimes the correction factor will be number you will get, then you have to do minus with that number only. Okay. The next one here, you observe carefully. After getting that values, first of all, you have to go for sum of squares, SSC, then degrees of freedom, MSC. Then after completion of MSC, okay, to get SSC value, this is a principle, degrees of freedom, you will get MSC value. After completion of the upper part, that is between a salesman, then go for between seasons. This is sigma y1, that is SSR values, to find out these values. This is a given principle. Then you will get MSC degrees of freedom also. Then after total sum of squares, don't worry regarding residual or error. The small principle is there. If you apply that principle, then you will get residual or error values. Okay, the principle is here. You observe carefully. See, 210 you got by doing that above step, total sum of steps. Okay, the principle is here to 442 plus, that is SSC plus SSR. Then you will get some value that will be done subtraction with 210. Then you will get 136, that is the SSC value. Apply the same situation for the degrees of freedom. Okay, students, I think you got and you understood the problem. So if anybody have any doubts regarding two-way classification model, then you can write in the comment section. Okay, so in the next class, I will give 5 to 10 problems regarding two-way classification. You have to perform all that problems and you have to practice that problem. Then only you will get a good clarity regarding how to calculate two-way classification model or two-factor analysis model. So I think you got understood. So thank you very much for today's class. We will meet in the next class with all the questions. Then you have to perform all the questions, have to solve the problems. So thank you very much, students, for listening and watching the class. Thank you very much.